Little pan au chocolat to get me going. Morning. I'm in Marseille, but I'm leaving today. And yesterday was full. I explored a lot. I feel like I just scratched the surface. Barely got out of like some of the more touristy areas. And I really want to come back. There's so much to see. But I thought that I would do a little bit of a vlog on the return trip home for this Wednesday. Initially, the rhythm that I wanted to hit was to have kind of vloggy vlogs on Wednesdays and more exploratory and, you know, even experimental things on Saturdays. I'm not exactly hitting that rhythm to start, but that's all right. The summer's going to be a little bit rough here and there, I suppose. We'll get into it. For the moment, I got to figure out where I catch the bus number 83. There it is. I see the bus. Ah, crap. I think I might have missed my spot. I'm going to go hunt for some Space Invaders. That's my plan. I don't have a whole lot of energy left, so I'm taking the bus, even though it's only like probably a 20-30 minute walk to go to the next little hub for those. And yeah, just thought I'd kind of share in the last little wanders, the trip home, and I don't know, a little bit of sunshine in Marseille before we head back to Paris, which has been nothing but cloudy for the last week as far as I've seen. Definitely an interesting system of queuing up for the bus here. I'm excited too because my dad is coming within a week, like 5 days. It's really exciting. I'm looking forward to having him here. I'm thinking about bringing him down here because, you know, got to get him a little bit of sunshine, and I don't know. I'd be happy to come back to Marseille for sure. Thing is, I don't actually know where I'm going, so I'm stopping to talk for a second because left or right? I think there's one up here, but this is also giving me a chance to, it's interesting because I haven't really traveled and I haven't travel vlogged much for the last year and a half for obvious reasons. And this is a good in-between. This is a bit of the beginning of the transformation and how I go about travel vlogging. But speaking of traveling, let's start walking and then, you know, towards the water, of course, that makes sense. I also got off too soon. I should have kept going to there's a cluster farther down the coast that I should have gone to and then walked back. I'll walk there and then bus back. What I kind of got to this place, I think I've talked about this before, but what made the travel vlogging kind of dissatisfying in the past, back the way I used to do it, was I was doing quick trips, like 1 or 2 nights, go to a place, see it really fast, make some videos, go home. And it started to feel pretty hollow because I didn't have enough time to really come to appreciate the location, to meet people, to, I don't know, have the full experience that I would actually like to have in a place. And it's nice to get a cursory glance and to get a feel for a location, but you don't really get to know one that quickly. And last night, going up to Cours Julien, I went to have drinks in this part of a town that's up the hill that's like the creatives corner, you know. It's a lot of artists and movie theaters and seemed like a really fun, interesting vibe. I wouldn't have found that if I hadn't been told about it last minute. And it's that kind of thing, as you start to get to know a place, that you start to form a better idea of what it actually is. And I think in the future what I would like to do is actually spend like a week in a place and not even necessarily film much for the first few days, or at least be kind of selective in how I'm going about it to start. Just get to know a place and then put a video together with the knowledge that I gain. I don't exactly know how I would go about doing that, but it's a thought that I've had because, you know, I really am interested in, you know, knowing the places that I visit and not just seeing them in a blur. And this trip has been good. It hasn't been quite as blurry because I haven't been making as many videos as I normally would have been. Actually, it was interesting. I kind of had those inklings of traveling a little bit too fast, especially in the parts where I spent more time alone, but because I'd really like to not travel alone anymore. I'd rather travel with friends or family. But also just that sense, especially here, just that I've only scratched the surface. It makes me really want to spend time walking and exploring. And it ties in what you'll see in the video when I released the video about Nice. The video about Nice is also a little bit more vloggy, and it's reflecting on how I used to explore, how I used to live when I first moved to France, and I can see that that's changed, and I want to take the way that I explore now, take the way that I appreciate places, and apply that over longer stretches of time to any given location that I'm going to be at. Because I think that's just a great way to maximize what's there and to get a lot more out of it. Like also improving your odds of finding a whole bunch of like wet and juicy Space Invaders. Also, this right here is an argument for searching for Space Invaders. I never would have come out here and seen this if I hadn't been on the hunt for my nerdy little obsession. I'm telling you, it's a great way to get out, and there's one. Explore. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, seriously, check this out. World War I monument. Boat, Chateau d'If, right there. Who would have thought? But like, look at this. I mean, hopefully the wind's not too bad, but just like, I never would have seen this. All these boats moored on the banks of this canal. I mean, come on. Come on. It's super cool. I love exploring. We'll see how the summer goes. My dad's coming for a few weeks, so I'm gonna be focused on him and hanging out with him, and I'll share some of that with you as well. But I think in the future, it's gonna be like at least a week at a time in a place. And just give me the time to explore, wander, see what I find. A couple days, not nearly enough. As far as I'm doing, I'm good. I'm tired. I'm definitely physically exhausted from this trip. It's really funny. I think it might have been the 3 hours of hiking in the sun without any food in my stomach that kind of pushed me over that edge. Maybe it's just that I haven't like gone for a run and I've only been wearing non-running shoes for a while. I don't know what it is, just like feeling it. But I'm happy and I'm really grateful that I've been able to come and do this, and super grateful, obviously, to my patrons for enabling it in the first place. I say this all the time, and I'll keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. But if it wasn't for my patrons, like I legit... Whoa! Sorry, this is super cool. There it is. It is down below. Dang it. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get it from here, and if not, I'm going to have to take this little path down there. Google Maps failing me on that one. But thanks to today's patron producer, speaking of being grateful, to Jen Mendoza for sending me out here, making this possible. Am I sweating enough that it just like dripped off my beard? That's intense. Sorry about that, Jen. Bad timing. But I'm just so stinking lucky to be able to come and do this. And that's also why I'm thinking about, okay, how do I maximize it? How do I improve it? How do I don't know, grow, evolve, change? It's really nice to be able to do this. I have no complaints. It's just, as has been pointed out in the comments regularly, I tend to push myself a little bit too hard. I am my own harshest critic, and also, I stick to what I say I'm going to do, which I think is important. You want to meet your deadlines, even if they're self-imposed. But it's time to shift things around. And this trip has been helpful in that way of like seeing it practically, like how and why I would want to change things. And so I'm doubly grateful for this time because, here, I'll give you this is the background. I'm doubly grateful for that time, this time, because it's really helped me to see even more clearly the path forward. I don't have to make massive changes. I don't have to reinvent myself. I think most of you are here because you enjoy what I make as it is, and it'll continue to grow and change as it always has. And my sister was reminding me of that too. Like, I don't have to overdo the changes. Like, I'm at a level and a quality that's good enough, and I can maintain that and continue to slowly grow that. I don't have to totally massively improve things instantly. Although I would love to fly my drone more. Maybe I could have flown it out here. Might have been able to get away with that. Anyways, but I don't know. It's really helpful to get out of Paris, to go for a little bit of a trip, to really start to see and appreciate and understand that better than I had otherwise. Probably tormenting these fishermen with my loud voice. But let's go back to the invaders. How low can you go? I never thought I'd see car limbo while I was out today. Telling you, just takes the right motivation to end up in random alleys down by the ocean. We're really close to the Mediterranean right now. It's good. I need to, of course, find lunch soon and then go get my bag. I'll probably find lunch in another area that should have a few more of these for me to get, but I mean, it's just nice. Feels tranquille. Oh, look at this. This is cute. Oh, and there it is. That was way easier to find than I thought down here. Satisfying. And it makes me feel excited for the plans that I have for the near future as well, where I'm putting other effort. And I was going to say this earlier, but part of it is that I feel like I've set the guardrails up to move forward, to feel rejuvenated, to get out of burnout. And I feel like it's working, but I have to be patient because it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. And initially, when I made these changes, I was feeling more stressed and kind of worried, as I've shared, about, like, you know, will people up and leave? Is anyone going to like what I do anymore? Just the kind of normal creative angst. And now, A, I hope the wind's not too bad, and B, I have faith. I trust that it's going to work out. Like, I really do believe that this is the right decision, the right way to go, and I cannot wait to share the stuff that I'm working on, because I hope that it has a similar effect when you come to visit Paris as, like, this kind of stuff does on me, and the way that I explore the city. And I don't know, I just want to share it because it's rewarding. I'm not going to get into graffiti though, don't worry. I mean, I would love to someday, but I got to get my citizenship before I do anything like that. Don't worry, I'll stop overanalyzing all of this very soon. It's also really nice just to discover this little beach town. I love the vibe here. It's so chill. I heard a kitty cat. Kitty cat. Hello, kitty cat. He wants to go inside. Yeah. This is so cool. I gotta stop. I'm gonna miss my train if I don't stop walking around. I can't help myself. Okay. On that note, then, I'll stop vlogging, because if I don't stop vlogging, I'm gonna especially keep exploring to share in the vlog. It's an addiction. It's a problem. But a good problem to have, and at least a social problem. So, yeah, let's get out of the wind here a little bit. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever it is you are. That you're doing well, that you're finding your way towards doing something that you love. And I'm grateful to be doing this, because I love it. This is so good. No matter how tired I am, I still really appreciate it and absolutely love it. And yeah, I'll see you bright and early this Saturday with Nice, I believe will be this Saturday. And I'll post the full Marseille video the following Saturday. Vlog a little bit in between, and that means you'll see my dad here soon enough, and I'll probably drop another extra here and there with him around. But we have some plans. We'll do some cool stuff, and I'll save that for down the line. See you bright and early one of these mornings sometime soon. Hope you're doing well. Adios.